This chart excites me. This chart is Hitch. This chart screams unique extremes and individuality. There is a lot in here that says that just because Hitch initiates something, it doesn't necessarily mean he's the person that has to keep it going. He doesn't necessarily have the energy for that. So, for him to stream the way he does is perfect. He's all about friends, he's all about risk, he's all about the behavior of self, extremes, and power skills, determination. So let's put that all together. He's in the fields and he has this in action. So when Hitch is still, which is the opposite of his name, when Hitch is still, it allows him to gain the proper behavior that is correct for him so that he can take the next risk, so that he can have the next feel. He is a determined person and he's definitely going to make that thing something extreme. He is a powerful person. He is such a unique individual. He's a person who's really good at breaking something down, putting it back together. He's really going to structure things. He's such an individual and unique being that he probably felt himself that he was not really fitting in, or people just felt that he was this unique individual anyways, and saw him that way. And this is why he is this creative role model. He is this inspirational being who has this contribution, his unique individual contribution that will come out to the world. And that's how he's going to become his leader. He's not just going to force it upon people, he shows people by showing up. Now, he is a competitive being. He is a person who really needs an environment that allows him to investigate and really get comfortable with the footing beneath his feet, or this, I don't know, the ground beneath his feet, before he even talks about what he's going to do. So that's the type of environment that he needs. He just needs to be left alone to investigate or do what he needs to do in order to feel secure before he talks about it, because the type of people he needs around are clarions. He needs people that are going to receive information and give information back. So the fact that he's around those type of people on a regular basis, I really love that for him. So I definitely used the wrong word there, but I'm just going to move forward from that. What makes him also unique is that his energy gives off this feeling like he doesn't need anybody else, and he probably feels that way too. And it's because he's really this self sufficient being. So when he's in action, he can structure things, he can assimilate them, he can have those insights that he needs to have, and then it allows for his individual awesomeness to be externalized. Now, because he has so much individuality within him, a lot of people probably thinks that before he made it big that the thing that he was doing was like weird. But that's what this is all about. Literally, it's called the genius to freak. This is all about him looking like a weirdo until it isn't weird anymore. And he normalized that. And, he might be a weirdo still sometimes, but like people see him as that genius because of what his unique individual knowing brought out into the world. There is so much that we could talk about regarding this being. We could talk about how he sleeps, what he thinks he is, what his body is actually doing. We could talk about how his values are instilled into him. We could talk about how other people interact with him and why moving is so important to him. He is a person that just needs to get out all of the energy that he accumulated in the run of the day. Ooh, one thing that we can talk about that before we leave is he is a person who might find himself answering questions that don't matter. So in his chat, he might be distracted by that guy, that one guy, he got one guy. But he might show up as, someone else other than himself if he's in his not self. He also might go further and further and further until he's burnt out, and he also might feel the pressure to grow in his environment, maybe feel the pressure to grow his knowledge, and he may hold on to people, places, things, and experiences longer than he should, or he might get rid of people, places, things, or experiences that are important for him and his support and well-being. So, if he's in his not self, he might push people away. He might avoid people, places, things, or experiences. He might go too hard for too long because, he once he commits, once he says, I will, I wonder what direction that's going to bring him in life when he says, I will. Because it's going to be so unique. This is one of the most rare types of people that you can see out here in terms of what we see here. And it's fun. So I'm just going to end it there. You can hear the excitement in my voice. And thank you so much for watching.